All right, let's get our guys back in. Brady Quinn, Pete Prisco, I'm Eric Casilius. NFC North reporting to the dance floor. 3 good teams, and let's see what we have with Detroit. Interesting. Everybody plays everybody week 1. So let's start with Green Bay. They open at Minnesota. Both of those games are in the first half of the season, both Green Bay, Minnesota games. And then after those first 2, at New Orleans and Atlanta, those are both primetime games, back-to-back weeks, week 3, week 4. And before they play that Tom Brady, they get a bye early on. So on their first 7 games, they play Minnesota twice. And in the first one, Minnesota's a 3-point favorite because it's in the Twin Cities. Pete Prisco, what do you think about Green Bay and where they are? And they won the NFC Championship game last year. This year, their projected win total is 9.
Yeah, and that's because, the people look at their point differential from a year ago and don't think they were really a 13-3 team. And to be honest, they probably weren't. But you got there. You can't take it away from them. They went to the championship game. They didn't play well in that game. They didn't do a lot to help this team right now in the draft, which is a big concern of mine. I think when you look at it, they traded up to get Jordan Love. That doesn't help them this year. They drafted the big back A.J. Dillon when they have 2 backs that can do the job. That's probably not going to help them much this year. So you look up and down their draft board. Did they get much help at all from that draft? I don't think so, and that's the concern. But the flip side is, this is Aaron Rodgers' second year in Matt LaFleur's system. He'll be much more comfortable running the offense, so they should show some improvement there. They'll decide who they are in the first 8 weeks, first 8 games of the season. Think about this. At Minnesota, week 1. At New Orleans, week 3, like you mentioned. At Tampa, week 6. At San Francisco, week 9. We'll know who they are after that stretch of games. I still think they're the best team in the division, and I do think they get over that 9 wins, though.
I'm with Pete. They're the best team in the division. They will win double-digit wins this year. Their schedule is tougher in the first half than it is the back half for a lot of the matchups that Pete pointed out. They go back-to-back weeks on the road in weeks 6 and 7. But outside of that, I wouldn't say it's easy sailing in the second half, but it gets a little bit easier. I'm really most curious, though, to see what happens week 9. That matchup versus San Francisco. I said it earlier tonight, and I do mean this. I think it'll be interesting with the additions that they made in the draft, the decisions I really should say they made in the draft. If they can't figure out a way of closing the gap on the San Francisco 49ers, I think a team that a lot of people look at as being the team you have to beat if you want to try to get to a Super Bowl, given what they did last year. How is Aaron Rodgers going to feel after this year? How are the Packers going to feel? What's that going to look like at the end of the season if they can't get past the San Francisco 49ers and they don't continue to build out around Aaron Rodgers, instead build for life after Aaron Rodgers? So that's the most concerning thing for me moving forward. I do think they'll take strides offensively purely because it's the second year in Matt LaFleur's system, unless they try to do something completely different than what I think they should do and morph into what the 49ers are on offense. Matt LaFleur stems from that tree, and you wonder if the draft pick of A.J. Dillon, Josiah DeGuara, and as well as the offensive lineman, is it an effort to try to build up this team to be more of a run-first team, build things off of play action, not put too much on Aaron Rodgers' plate? If that's the case, maybe this division will be closer than people think, but I still like the Packers to win it.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.